Get that ammo stowed away properly this time. All fires on deck 3 out?
Yeah, pretty sure. Vented about 70% of the atmosphere trying to kill it.
Good. Yeah, great. We're about as well off as we can be. I'm gonna shut that caravan off.
Alright. Yeah, you heard the lady. Someone shut that liberty damn thing off. Hey, Pon, your thing's on.
Yeah, I know. I was about to start the evening news.
Alright. Have a good show, Angel. Love you. Sorry about today.
Hey, it's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. I'll come find you when I'm done, okay?
Sweet Liberty, it has not been a good day. I would have preferred a memo or a direct message telling me that the bots got their STS batteries back online as to, well...
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
Yeah, that. While their targeting systems are still pretty borked, the bots can, apparently, make blind shots at prolonged radio transmissions. Like this one. I don't think they even realized what they hit, but they were basically aiming directly at me. If that shot was 4 feet further to the left, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. And the interns would be picking bits at me out of their teeth. Oh man, we definitely paid for taking those phlegmatizing agents out of our ordnance because the STS impact immediately triggered several ammo explosions, which ignited fires on a few decks. If those had spread to the 380 magazine, the pop we made would have been the stuff of legend. But Liberty forbid if it got into the E710 stores. I was on comms, boarding the Sword of Supremacy and Song of Allegiance away who were trying to help out. If we went, I didn't want to take Rogan or Gremlin with us. But right now, the fires are out, ammunition is stored away, and the crisis is over. Even if there is a giant sloughing hole right in the middle of the Eagle hangar, which we just got patched up and repressurized. Make no mistake, though, the Mercy is in some rough shape, but I don't think we need to go back to New Haven for structural repairs. I just got this ship fixed up good and proper. Why? Sweet Lady Liberty, why? Why does the universe hate me? I guess I'd better do my job and rattle off the evening news. We couldn't do much drop operations today since we were trying to keep our own bombs from blowing our butts off, but it looks like you guys did pretty good on Lasat. Liberation is nearing 80%, and victory on this bad acid trip is expected in about another 10 hours, give or take, depending on the night cruise performance. From there, it's likely that the Liberation Fleet will move on to Vega Bay, as its cold temperatures provide good terrain to fight over, not to mention the blizzards that interfere with the bots' infrared vision instead of the acid mist and Lasat, which only obscures Helldiver's sight while leaving them perfectly visible to the enemy. It's also kind of pretty in a way. The kind of planet that justifies staying inside all day, curling up near the fireplace with a good book, and tuning out the howling wind outside. Speaking of coldness, the situation on Estanel is still not rectified itself and actually looks a little worse. The Knights of Cold Steel are slowly but steadily being pushed back by the bugs, and there just isn't enough free manpower to tip the odds in their favor, ranging between 16 to 20% of all Helldiver Corps. As of right now, they're fighting a losing battle and are just trying to hold out for the week until reinforcements can get freed up, depending on how the major order goes. I can only imagine the stress they're under. Though, we're not much better off. I just hope we can make the FKL jump to Vega Bay without the ship tearing in half. Despite how this day is gone, I've actually got something special in store for you all tonight. Earlier, I put off the call for clips, stories, and musical suggestions to the Demon Corps, a call that is still ongoing. If you have anything you'd like to share, please leave it in the comments or send it to my linked work email. I want to know your stories. Cold Dead Eyes submitted this amazing tale of heroism and woe a few hours ago, and I'd like to read it to you now. Malevelon Creek, way back when. making our way to extraction, strung out in a loose file. Just crossed a big lake and we're headed up a long slope with a wood line off to our left and a destroyed bot outpost to our right. I was the third man. The first two were a bit further ahead, and our fourth man, K3, was just finished crossing the lake, was exchanging some fire with some bots trailing us. As it was cresting the slope, I noticed two full patrols of bots in the wood line, headed for K3's position. He didn't know they were there, couldn't see them, and was still trading shots with the growing number of stragglers behind us. Typically, I would have passed those patrols by. They hadn't spotted me and weren't in my way. But they were about to walk right into K3, and he already had enough on his plate. At the same time, I couldn't toss a cluster at them because of the way we were all positioned there. It was too much risk that K3 would catch it. So I did something dumb. I just opened up on the patrols in the wood line like a brand new space cadet with his first MG. I could barely even see what I was shooting after all the foliage, so it wasn't particularly effective, but I had to keep them from rolling up on K3, taking in my surprise, and pinning them between the slope and the following bots in the lake. It did that at least. Got their attention real fast. I saw their flares shoot up immediately, and the next few minutes are a hazy blur of fighting for my life. I lost track of K3 in the ensuing firefight. Our other two teammates were long gone on the way to extraction by the time I'd even engaged the patrols. Finally, I find myself laying on my back in a ditch that's barely even giving me enough cover. I've got one stim left, no more ammo for my autocannon, all out of grenades, primary's running low, and there's a wall of red lasers zipping over my head from the direction of the lake and the woodline, and there's a scout strider getting closer and closer. Any second he's gonna get close enough to see into my ditch, and then that's it. I know I'm a goner, and just as I square myself up with my fate, I see a new line of lasers hissing over my shallow ditch from the opposite direction. Insult to injury, I think. I mean, of course there's more bots, as if this isn't hopeless enough already. But then something happens that surprises me. The oncoming fire redirects, starts zeroing in on the source of the new lasers coming from behind me. And that's when I realized what happened. While I'd been engaging the patrols of the woodline, K3 had managed to break contact with the stragglers in the lake. He'd gotten behind me to the destroyed bot outpost, and he'd stopped and was using one of their laser turrets to cover me. He could have kept going. He could have followed our other teammates and legged for extraction while I lay in the ditch and got ready for one last blaze of glory. But he didn't. I had stopped to cover him, and he'd stopped to cover me. I didn't waste the chance either. I popped my last stim, blasted the distracted scout strider that had been about to paste me, and I ran like hell for K3's position. I made it. Together, we thinned out enough bots that we were able to fall back and extract. K3 died. Moments after our leader had gotten on the shuttle. To a stray rocket from a devastator about half a mile away. No one saw it coming. No one had a chance to react. Just one moment he was there, and the next, he was gone. I don't think any helldiver's death has ever hit me as hard as that one. The hardest part about this job is you can't always save everyone. There is no greater love hath a man than this, than a man who would lay down his life for his brother. I never knew your name, K3, but thank you. Thank you for making sure another helldiver could come back to thee. I just wish you could have too. Divers, next time you see a rocket devastator, put a few extra rounds into them for me. Make sure it hurts. That's been Liberty's latest with me, Pondera, the radio angel. A new week begins tomorrow, and hopefully, a planet liberated and a relocation to a new one. No rest for the weary or the wounded, like darling sociopathic lords of war. For liberty, for freedom, democracy, and for Super Earth.